Is this thing on? Hey YouTube, it's me, your boy B3. Back with another kicking movie reaction review. Today we have a cool one. I think this is the first Ultraman movie I'm actually doing. It is Mega Monster Battle Ultra Galaxy Legends, the movie! Yeah, it's my favorite Ultraman movie, and it really is the best Ultraman movie. Starring Mebius, he starts it off by fighting a Bimular, and then it shows us the Land of Light, Planet of the Ultras. That's all really cool. And then it moves on to a space prison where Alien Zero busts Ultraman Belial out of prison. Yeah, that's right. This is the movie that introduces Ultraman Belial. And of course, he kills Zerub, kicks Taro and some guards' asses. And then Ultraman Belial goes to the Land of Light, the planet of the Ultramen, and defeats its entire population. That's right, my friends. Ultraman Belial defeats nearly the entire Ultraman race by himself. And that includes Mebius, Hikari, Max, Xenon, Ultra Father and Ultra Mother, Taro. Most of the Ultra Brothers, Leo wasn't there, but I mean, pretty insane stuff. And he steals the source of their light, because the Ultras have like this artificial sun, because their sun went out a long time ago, so they made this artificial sun, and it caused them to hyper-evolve into the Ultras, because they were originally more like humans. They even looked like humans, they were the size of humans, and then they hyper-evolved into the Ultras. And Belial, the main reason he was outcast was because he tried to steal it. It left him scarred and deformed. And then Alien Ray Blood actually powered him up and made him a Ray Blood too. So that's why he doesn't need the same energies as the Ultras to survive, and why he can last longer on Earth than Ultraman Geed and things like that. Tying it into Ultraman Geed. But then there's the crew with the Pendragon and Ray and stuff, and they're going to this Earth-like planet, and they fight monsters, blah, blah, blah. It's their whole thing. And then Mebius comes, because he was knocked out of the fucking atmosphere when he fought Belial, so he was spared from freezing to death. So he goes and recruits Ray and the rest of the crew with the Pendragon to go fight Ultraman Belial in the monster graveyard, where he's held up doing his thing. But they go to the planet of the Ultras first and recruit Seven and Ultraman, who survived the onslaught, and they have like big battles there with capsule monsters and all kinds of cool stuff. And we also get to see Ultraman Zero training with Ultraman Leo and stuff. This is also the introduction of Ultraman Zero, one of my favorite Ultramen. So that's pretty cool. It hides his appearance for most of the movie with his armor, kind of like Goku's weighted clothes. That's kind of the same purpose of the armor. But they reveal him later. They had to hide his look because he looks so much like Ultra 7, and you would have automatically known that he was Ultra 7's son, because he has the same dot on the head, he has the sluggers, he has the same pattern on the chest. Ultraman Zero looks a lot like Ultraman 7. He didn't know Ultra 7 was his father. I guess Ultra 7's just a shitty dad. So they're fighting the 100 monsters in the Ultra Graveyard, and Ultraman Dyna takes the Pendragon crew there, because Mebius only took Ray there. Ray goes berserk with Belial's influence, because they're both Ray Bloods, and Belial wants him on his side. So then we get to see Rayonic burst Gomora, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and so they're doing all that fighting, and then Zero saves a Pigmon, so they know he's ready to be an Ultraman now, because he cares about other life, because Zero nearly became the second Belial, because he tried to steal that light too, and he was exiled for it. But he goes, defeats the remaining monsters from the batch of 100 by himself, and then he defeats Belial single-handed, but then Belial is like, fuck you, and he makes this giant monster body out of the bodies of other monsters in the monster graveyard. It's actually kind of stupid. And then they all have to fight that, and Ray beats it by taking control of the monsters and making them fall apart and explode and stuff. But then they restore the Land of Light. Everyone comes back to life. It's all Gucci. The Pendragon crew get to be the first humans to ever see the Land of Light. Zero has a touching moment with his father. Ultraman King gives them all a congratulatory speech, even though he probably could have beaten Belial by himself like he did in the past. And then at the very end of the movie, we see Belial's body laying on like an asteroid, and his eyes light up. So we know Belial will be back, and that'll probably be the next movie I review, is the one where Belial comes back. But I mean, this was a pretty cool movie. Lots of Ultraman movies can kind of be clusterfucks and kind of stupid. I've seen a lot of Ultraman movies. I haven't seen all of them, but I've seen a lot of them. And lots of them can be rushed garbage. For real. But this is a pretty good movie. I really, really like it. Introduces Zero and Belial, two of the best Ultra characters we've ever had from the franchise. You get to see a lot of different monsters and aliens. It's just all around good. You can see a lot of Ultras too. It's a really good film. If you're a Kaiju fan or just a Toku fan, you're really going to enjoy it. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.